hello. What is the present situation?
Yes, good morning. It's yet another day of queues for people who are coming here. So there's lorries, cars and coaches as well, people trying to get across into Calais from here in Dover. But since Friday, there's been a backlog. This morning, lorries are running slightly smoother than they have been in the last few days, but it is the coaches who've had problems for the last few days. One coach apparently at the very front of the queue has been there for around 15 hours and it hasn't moved. I've been here since the early hours of the morning. Those coaches, school children who are going abroad, haven't been able to move at all, and this is because of the boarding process, but of course backlog as well. They weren't expecting this many coaches to come here, so it is a long, frustrating wait. You are seeing some people who are walking from inside the port of Dover here and walking towards the town centre, and of course we don't know how long this is going to last for, but they are being reassured that things are running smoothly. More ferries being put on so that they can travel as they need to.
I was looking at the coverage of this earlier. There were a lot of people who'd got off the coaches, I suppose temporarily, and it was evident that many of those people were in school uniforms. These were school kids. I mean, it really is deeply frustrating and deeply cruel, is it not, that so many children are caught up in this?
It is, yeah. A lot of them have been waving at us, actually. The ones who are sitting just outside of their coaches, they've come out of their coaches, sitting outside, waiting to be told when their coach can be moving. A lot of them will have been looking forward to this, as this, of course, the Easter break, getting away for those holidays. And of course, they're now stuck in this traffic, many of them having to sit here for hours upon hours. So when they'll be able to move, it's not quite clear yet. But at the moment, the coaches are completely standing still. And it's only the lorries and some cars which are going through smoothly as well.
Theo, in the introduction a moment ago, I said that some people were blaming the higher than anticipated numbers of coaches, I suppose. But I think a lot of viewers will find that quite hard to understand. Surely with an Easter holiday, surely many of these coaches have made bookings. I would have thought that the number could be fairly easily anticipated. What's your view on that?
You're right. Well, to be honest, Easter holidays aren't a new thing. They happen every single year. You'd expect the management here to be prepared for situations like this, but they've found themselves in this situation where people are queuing up for hours upon hours, and they are beginning to be frustrated. Particularly, lorries are the ones who are going through, and cars as well. They are having an easier time, but it's those people, particularly on coaches, who are having a hard time, and they're having to wait here outside of their coaches, not knowing when they'll be able to get on a ferry.
Of course, the question of Brexit creeps in here. I was a supporter of Brexit, but Simon Calder, speaking on GBNews earlier, was saying that it was the British who had wanted to introduce a system where passports would be stamped going into the European Union. You'd think, actually, the government might be repenting of that decision if Simon had that right.
Well, of course, this will be something that's going to be mentioned in debates over the next few days about what this system is like at the moment, what changes should be implemented to make it more efficient. Whether it is at the moment or not, politically speaking, that's something that's going to have to be discussed over the next few days. And of course, working and speaking with the management here, that's something they're going to have to address so that situations like this don't continue to creep up. Of course, as more people begin to travel over the next few days, that is one concern they'll have as they come here to the port of Dover, attempting to get to Calais.
And Theo, if you were a betting man, where would you say that the coaches will be moving smoothly?
Oh, if I was a betting man, probably 6 p.m. this evening, maybe. But at the moment, they haven't moved at all. So it's hard to predict exactly when they'll start moving. But if we do see any sign of that, we'll bring it here on GB News straight away.
Yes, thank you indeed, Theo Chikomba. They've been saying all day that this is going to be cleared up, and now he's talking about 6 p.m. We'll certainly keep you up to date with the situation on GB News throughout the day.